WerewolfLydia here, and welcome back to a new Living Dead Dolls review on my channel. So today, as you can see, I'm actually doing a review on two Living Dead dolls, and they are from the Living Dead Dolls Presents Universal Monsters collection, and this is Frankenstein and the Bride. And if I'm correct, these dolls were released together because, they go together because, Frankenstein and his bride. So I just thought that I shouldn't separate them and I should do a review of them in just one video, in the same video. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this. And before I get into the review, I just want to mention that their boxes are the same looking. So I'm only going to show you one of the boxes, and after that unbox the dolls and show you the details. So let's get started. Okay, so a closer look of the box. As you can see, in the front there's a big cutout and you can see the doll inside. And the edges are a little bit rough because they're meant to represent also some lightning bolts. As you can see on the both sides of the doll, it has lightning bolts going down. And the box starts at some lighter green and yellowish colors, and it slowly fades into black. And here in the front it says with some greenish yellow letters that Living Dead Dolls Presents, and then Frankenstein and the Bride. And it has these two, I'm not sure what they are called, energy generators, I don't know, I have absolutely no idea what these are called, but I know that they were used to make Frankenstein come alive, so yeah. And these are also some lightning bolts going around beneath the Living Dead Dolls letters. And here down it says for monster kids ages 15 and up, and dolls sold separately, so that's to say that Frankenstein and the Bride were sold separately. And by the way, I just noticed in the background behind Frankenstein there is this kind of a darkish grey. It shows way lighter on the camera. I don't know, like a cave or actually the castle walls, and some chains hanging down there, so that's really interesting. By the way, sorry about the glare. And on the side of the box there's the little logo for the Universal Monsters, and it has a picture of the bride, Frankenstein's bride from the movie, and again down there it says Living Dead Dolls. Now on the back of a box you will see this cute little couple picture of them in the castle, almost like holding hands. And again the same things, mascot toys, Universal, and there is this description of the Universal pictures, so you can pause and read it if you wanted to. And it has the Universal Monsters logo again up there. And on this side you get the logo again and a picture of Frankenstein from the movie. So as I said before, both of the boxes look exactly the same. And now I'm going to unbox them and show you their details, so be right back. So here they are out of the box, and as you can see it's kind of funny looking because Mr. Frankenstein looks like he's actually smaller than his bride, but that's not the case. It's just because that the bride has this really interesting updo, but you will be able to see that in just a second. So I just wanted to mention that these dolls do not come with any kind of accessories, so yeah. And now let's take a closer look at them because I'm really in love with the bride. She's just so gorgeous and I just can't describe it. So yeah, let's take a closer look at them. So here is a close-up of the bride's face, and she is really pretty. She's such a simple doll, but so, I don't know, so gorgeous. So as you can see, she has this dark red eyes and with some cute little eyelashes and really thin eyebrows and red lipstick. So it's really simple, really clean face up that she has there, but she has this really kind of like I don't know, an angry look maybe on her face, or a really serious look. And another interesting thing that she has some red stitches going on around her face and behind her ear, and that's probably because, you know, how they were made. So she probably has the face of someone else than the original body owner, but that's okay. So yeah, that is her face. Now her hair, you can see that it goes all the way up here, and it's all black with the exception of these two white strands of hair going up on both sides. And you can see the hair is in this really interesting updo. That's because, you know, she got, if I'm correct, she got shocked, and from the electric shock her hair remained in this way. I never actually saw the movies, so I'm just guessing this. I'm sorry if I'm incorrect. And she has really nice hair, but I don't recommend touching it too much because it's all gelled up, or if I touch it, it feels more like it's hairspray to make it stay the way it is. And you can see that there are some loose streaks of hair here and there, so I may have to fix that a little bit later. But I actually like this little piece here that's all curly in the front. So yeah, that's her hair. It's really awesome. It looks really interesting. Now going down, by the way, she is a white skin doll, in case you haven't noticed. She has this long dress, I guess I could call it, or it's like a nightgown maybe, and it's all white. It's really long, it's really loose, and it looks just really simple, but I don't know, I just love it for some reason. And she does not have any socks or shoes underneath. So that's just her dress, and it's sleeveless as you can see, but it does velcro up the back so you can take it off. And she has these bands going down on her arms, or wraps maybe, like mommy wraps. And yeah, those are glued on, so you can't take those off. And yeah, so that's all for the bride actually. As I said before, she's really simple but really gorgeous. Now let's move on to Mr. Frankenstein. So here's a close-up of Frankenstein's face, and as you can see, he has this really sleepy looking face. He can barely keep his eyelids open, and that's really cute. And he has really nice shadowing going around there, and this huge forehead, which he has in the movie, if I'm correct. And you can see the shadowing going around there, and this is actually in the mold, so you can feel it. And you can see that he has molded on hair, short black hair. So it's not rooted like the other dolls have, it's just simply molded on, I guess to make it look more, I don't know, more dirty maybe. And he has this long cut or wound in his forehead that's actually in the mold, so you can also feel that. And he has this metal piece sticking out from his forehead as well, so that's really interesting, I guess, how he was made, or maybe there's a huge metal piece in his forehead, I'm not sure. And he also has a wound here, and you can also see his one of his neck bolts, which I will get to in just a second. I'm not sure. No, he has no wounds on the other side, so yeah, that's how his face looks like. And moving down, so you can now see his bolts, neck bolts, and those are black, painted black. Now he has a sleeveless black shirt which velcros up the back, and also black pants. They look kind of brownish on the camera, and or with some brown, I don't know, like it looks like kind of like it's dirty, but you can't really see that with the bare eyes, so that's really interesting that it shows up on the camera. And he has a black coat, which is from the same material as his pants are, and I'm not sure what's the material called, so I'm sorry about that. I'm not really good in English with the material names, but you can see that it has some real little buttons, and the ends of the sleeves are not they don't have a seam, so there are some loose threads here and there, also with the bottom of his pants. And here you can see that he has the original, or the also familiar black Living Dead Dolls boots. I can't really pull up the pants because they are kind of tight at the bottom, but you can see. And by the way, this doll does come with some black socks underneath, so I'm not sure if I will be able to show you that. There you can see. And this is how in the back looks, and there's a little split in the coat as well. And again, you can see those kind of like dirty spots on the coat. It's really interesting because you can barely see these spots with the bare eyes, but you can see them on camera, so that's really interesting and a new experience for me too, because I have not noticed them until now. And one thing I wanted to mention, that he has kind of like dirty hands and black fingernails, so that's really cool. And by the way, if you haven't noticed yet, and I haven't said it yet, he's a green skin doll. So yeah, now that's about it for Frankenstein. So yeah, that's about it for this review of these two really awesome monsters. And they are a really nice addition for any Living Dead Dolls fans collection, or if you are just simply fan of the Universal monsters, because they are really cool. And yeah, the Bride is definitely my favorite from these two. But yeah, so tell me down below in the comments, what do you think of the dolls, which one is your favorite, and also give me a thumbs up if you like my review, and subscribe for my channel for more Living Dead doll and other kind of doll and toy reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!